Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas, and you got it. This video is about Tectone. Okay. In all seriousness, I was trying to search out the drama between Tectone and Mr. Pokey, which was referenced in the other video that I reacted to. That's a part 3. Go check that out. It's not very long. All right. And I found this new content creator called Paper Bag Boy, who I think found some clips that I find relevant for my discussion today. So let's start with the Mr. Pokey situation. As far as I can tell, I know there's a little bit more of a backstory here, but we're just going to start here, and hopefully this will answer a lot of our questions.
Searching your name for who's shit talking you, Pokey. Stop doing that.
What? Okay,
That's way too much.
respectfully, the fact that that person was in your server the entire time and didn't get banned, it's either you or your mods, not.
So I'm going to, and this is no offense to Lol Shinra. I mean, I could be up here as well. I mean, I guess I can go all the way up here, right? All right, to be fair, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to create an issue. So I'll go up here, okay? I don't want to block Paperback Boy. It's his channel. He's doing the content. He found all the clips, so. I was going to block Lol Shinra, but that's not fair. And I was going to block this person, but that's not fair. And I can't block Mr. Pokey.
Yeah, so people are shit talking him in chat. And literally, Tectone's like, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. I remember whenever this happened with Ethan Klein and Hassan. So basically, Tectone's like Hassan. Oh, God. Basically, Tectone's like Hassan. He's like, don't be doing it. Hey, guys.
Right. He knows how bad his community can be. And when they're flame on, they are flame on. And they take on a mind of their own because... I'm going to ask a question. Because Tectone cultivated the audience. As most of these content creators do. They don't hold their chat responsible or accountable. They encourage it. So when it comes time to effectively ridicule somebody that's been inside the community that they have favored for a very long time, Mr. Pokey, when it's time for Tectone to be the big bad in the content creation space and gacha like he always is, like eventually Thanos comes for you. The gacha war all over again. His community will retaliate. No matter how nice they've been, no matter how supportive they've been, no matter how supportive Tectone has been, it don't matter. Thanos don't give a shit.
Paper Bag Boy here. So Tectone and Mr. Pokey just crashed out. I'm talking on stream. Everything blew up. They get into an argument and they are no longer friends. I mean, Tectone even just dropped a video talking about how he's no longer going to have anything to do with Mr. Pokey anymore. But I got to watch this. I got to see this. So
It's not a coincidence that Mr. Pokey was essentially the second most prominent content creator in the gacha space outside of Tectone before this. What was Atsu? What was all the other drama and issues that Tectone's had with other content creators? Oh, wait. Was it those who are actually challenging his position? Zenazad is new to this. Genazad was basically an Epic 7 content creator, which I had watched when I played Epic 7. I do not anymore. And do you want to know why? This is a little bit of a side tangent. I don't play Honkai Star Rail or Epic 7 anymore. It's because these developers wanted to literally put children inside the game with scantily clad outfits. And I could not justify it anymore. I had continued to support Epic 7 forever. I was not ever going to quit that game. And then they created baby versions of the characters that we've kind of, and I hate to say this, but it's kind of relevant and true, gooned over for years. And I couldn't rationalize that. Obviously, everybody's a kid at one point in time, right? But I didn't need to see that inside the game. And now I had to pull for those same characters. And I just couldn't rationalize it. So I had to quit Epic 7. Honkai Star Rail created or released a character that was just like, it looked like a kid. It may not have been a kid. It may be a 1,000-year-old vampire for all I know. You know, like the thing in Final Fantasy 7-14. I couldn't justify it anymore. And in Wither and Waves, I've already made my stance very clear. Didn't really play Genshin Impact. Didn't really get into Zenless Zone Zero. And I'll be honest with you, I probably won't be playing any gacha that is created from the Eastern developers because I'm too worried that they're just going to create content that I believe is a little bit fringy to my taste. And even if they can justify it by 1,000-year-old vampire, I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. I like, mature women that are well designed, and sure they can have a little bit of suggestive outfits. I even stopped playing another game because of that. A game that I was enjoying thoroughly. I can't think of the name of it, but it was like a couple months ago, and they released one character that just had like a little slit on their boob, and the rest of it was just showing, and they had like, triple D's or whatever else, and it was just not tasteful at all. Just to try to like gain money and stuff like that, and to me that's just not what I'm in this for. I like turn-based games. But when it becomes sexualized or perverted, I'm done. Sorry, that was a little side tangent. But it is relevant.
I dug it up for y'all because Tectone took down the stream. Okay, this is fair use.
Tectone took down the stream. Interesting.
So I'm going to cover a little bit of it, and then we're going to talk about it because I think this is absolutely insane. I haven't seen much of it at all yet. Dude, he's shaking. Mr. Pokey came into this tilted, boy.
Sorry.
Looks like he came into this mad from what I've seen.
So this is the Gotcha Cast, clearly. Mr. Pokey wasn't initially in this programming lineup, and apparently he got brought in later.
This looks like a circle of 5 people attacking one dude. I mean, they brought him into the call and then
Okay, so yeah, that's what Paperback is saying.
Instantly just start acting like he's the enemy. But you know what's even worse? Being friends with the dude and having 5 of your friends put you in a call and talk shit to you because you pulled a fucking character in a video game.
Yeah, this is the whole Hoyoverse, Choreo Games, drama ensemble. This has been going on forever now, and because of the long-standing issues that Tectone has had with Hoyoverse, there will never be an opportunity in Tectone's mind where he will not use it to bash Hoyoverse. If it's possible, including eroding friendships that he has cultivated. And Mr. Pokey was his like most loyal friend, even though whatever Tectone says now about their friendship and how it was eroded anyway, and all this, revisionist history, which is common for Tectone, don't believe it. It was him and Mr. Pokey for a very long time. And it's unfortunate, but it's not surprising that this tactic is being used on Mr. Pokey. And it'll be used on Genozad, it'll be used on Lil Shinra, it'll be used on whoever this one is and whoever that one is, because this gotcha cast changes all the time.
People view it as, and that's why
right.
people view it
In
as this
public,
thing
by the
where,
way,
coin
for
cast is
content.
a critical bad thing, because it's like you're essentially saying
Maybe the reason why Lil Shinra hasn't been vetoed out of this friendship group is because he is a loyal pup boy for Tectone and listens to Tectone in every way, shape, and form. You got him and LaRue on both sides of Tectone's feet, licking their feet. What is it, Master? What can I do for you today?
this is fine.
Okay, I feel like me personally, whether or not I approve or castrates, it literally has like almost no impact because
Okay, but this whole like back and forth, I don't need to go into. Okay, I've stopped playing Honkai Star Rail because they want to literally release kids that are, wearing suggestive outfits. So let's just end this this back and forth. It was not good, and it is what you would expect from Tectone and the gotcha space and throwing people under the bus like he has done and will continue to do in order to, continue to, profit and become successful in this space. Friendships be damned.
chat was big on. Right, bye guys.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. The hate over a gotcha game has gotten to be too much. Dude, it's insane. The fact that Tectone actually invited him into this chat and then just completely just attacked him like this, he must
A common tactic Tectone uses.
have been thinking about this while he was on vacation or
That's malicious intent.
something for him to have this much animosity built up and passive aggressiveness built up that he had to come at him publicly like this. Oh God, dude. Oh well, boys, that's a crash out for the ages. What do you guys think, paper or plastic?
It's definitely a big plastic bag. Now, there is other things that this content creator has exposed, and it's a person that we've talked about previously, but we have not seen in a very long time, or haven't talked about in a very long time. It's hex use.
A million.
And I want to go and start this video in the beginning because it provides context, and it is relevant to the previous video regarding Mr. Pokey, and it just continues to reinforce the narrative that Tectone does not have actual friends.
Share this to her, okay? Because I've got something to say and she needs to hear it. Okay, let's get into this. So apparently Hex Juice is going on an indefinite hiatus. She is leaving the industry. I'm going on an indefinite hiatus. Content creation was everything to me, but I can't find my passion for it anymore. I'm going to go to law school and I hope we see each other on YouTube, Twitch again someday in the future. Thank you for everything. Hex, listen to me. This is a job. It is a job, okay? It is great if you can have to do something and want to do it too, but there is never something that you will do for work that you will not have to do it and lose your passion for in the future. Okay, it's a job, guys. It's literally a job. Going to law school, can you imagine by the time that she finishes law school and takes her board exam, she's going to be tired of it. And if she's not tired of it by then, you will be tired of it by your first year working. Okay, this is a dream job. You get the dream job. Do you think a construction worker working for 10 years is doing it because they have a passion for it anymore? No, it's because they have to do it. They have to do it to pay bills. They don't want to freaking do it. They are doing those jobs and you get to do this one. Okay? It doesn't matter how much money you're making. I heard Tectone say that if you're not making $1 million a year off of content creation and not getting, hundreds of thousands of views on every single video, that you should quit right now.
Okay. I can't validate that, and I don't know if Tectone said that, but Paper Bag Boy has admitted to being not a parasocial person, but someone that watches Tectone's content. And so I'm going to take Paper Bag at their word and assume Tectone said something to that effect. And that wouldn't be surprising. This has basically been the narrative that Tectone has cultivated And it's just convenient that him being at the tippy top doesn't want any competition, doesn't want anybody to ever challenge or get close to him. And as soon as they do, i.e., Mr. Pokey, Genazod's creeping up there now because he's got that. Genazod is creeping up now because he's got the Tectone bump. And you can get the bump, but you gotta play the game. Hey Tony, come into my circle here. Hey, you want some of this? You want some of that turf over there? Well, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. You don't do that. You don't do this. You're out of here. Put you in a plastic bag. You know what I'm saying?
There are ways to make more money with this. Attach an Amazon link. Do something else. I mean, if you guys don't know Hex Juice, girl, you have 48,000 subscribers. You are getting 48K views, 10K views, 21K views, 17K views.
Hexjuice has not been relevant ever since she stopped riding the coattails of Tectone and basically sucking his thumb, cheeks, and arm sweat. Once she decided to make content on her own, she didn't have any passion for it. She was enjoying the fact that she was a drama channel and doing exactly what Tectone does, which was scrubbing the internet for smaller content creators that she could pick on, until she couldn't pick on one individual that basically called her out for all of her problems and issues. And that person was Plazookas. That's right. I most likely ended Hexjuice's career in this space. You're welcome, by the way.
18K views. You are.
So here we go. And I wanted to show this as an example of how this works with the Tectone bump. You have on the 19th, 8.8 and 2.2. This is where Mr. Pokey used to land. He used to be like right around here, right? But obviously he's not, because he doesn't have the Tectone bump anymore because of the fallout. So now Mr. Pokey's down here, which is, I think this is kind of reversed what it used to be. Obviously Fob does not really associate with Tectone, and he's such a whale. And I believe he's sponsored and all that. I don't think his numbers will ever be affected, and I think he'll just continue to exist within, in perpetuity, whatever content he does for the gacha space. I think he's smart enough not to get involved to the extent that it affects his career. So I think he'll be fine. Although Tectone has tried to bring Fob in. And you know why? Because he wants to push him down. Genazod, you're up next, friend. You better go back. I mean, don't go back to Epic 7, but you better do something else, because you're not safe up here. This is a temporary boost, my friend. You are on the chopping block. This is obviously somebody that Tectone has boosted up. I don't know where they're at right now, but Santantos, whatever, however you say his name, obviously is. They've had beef, Mr. Pokey and Santosos, for a while now, so we'll see how this kind of plays out in the next couple weeks or a month. I did want to point this out as an aside to this video, but actually, I've known Lakari from a content creation space for a very long time. I played Black Desert Online with him. He was on one of my podcasts that I founded with a bunch of other people that we just never solidified and continued. This guy's a legitimate content creator. Ultimately, I can't speak to his personal behavior or anything like that. I have no idea if he's a good person, but he's always been somebody that's enjoyed the game for the game's sake, in my opinion, to the point where it is an addictive. Gachas are addictive. So this video is a little bit long-winded, and I've had a little bit of a tangent on some of the topics. But overall, it is regarding Tectone and the fact that if you think you're his friend now and you benefit from him, you get the Tectone bump. Just know that you're Mr. Pokey, that you're Atsu, that you're MTashed. And that whatever you're going to be able to gain, you better save. You better tuck under your cushions. Because as soon as you go against, or the ticking time bomb of Thanos decides that it's over and you're getting too close to his prize, you can never challenge Tectone. You can never challenge Thanos. You just cannot. Don't try it. If you do, he'll snap you out of existence. He's done it before, and he'll do it again. My name is Plazukas. Bye for now.